You should watch First to Third because of your commitment to excellence.
Drunken debauchery.
Athletic achievement.
PBR.
Competition.
Women.
Money.
Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat or the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him.
Kickballer, save $20 at customink.com. Check it out.
We are fortunate tonight to have the crew from PA joining us. Lights out. We got the three captains and organizers of the Pennsylvania tournament that's coming up this weekend. Jason and company. Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
How's it going?
Jason, why don't you introduce who you got with you?
We got Kyle Tyson to my right. He's our pitcher extraordinaire. Jeff DiVincenzo on my left, and me.
All right. Awesome. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for being on.
Thanks for having us.
So you guys ready? Tournament's coming up. You got a week to go.
Yeah, we're ready, man. Got to get a few cans of paint, a couple balls. That's all we got to do. We're ready to roll.
That's awesome.
So this is the first time you guys are going to be on the circuit. Tell us a little bit about the event. What are we going to expect? If I'm not coming, what am I going to miss?
Well, 15 teams we got coming up. One of us from here. Got some great fields. Was out there today. Got a little rained on, but 2nd Street downtown is going to be a blast. Have an awesome hotel. It's only a few blocks from everything.
Very underrated social scene in Harrisburg. There's about 10 to 15 bars, all within walking distance of your hotel. So
Awesome.
People have a good time, for sure.
All about walking distance.
Huge. And, of course, Matt Barkas, friend of the podcast, has been hyping up this event for some time, so we're looking forward to a good show.
So we've been following you guys, your league down there. You guys got a circuit league happening in Harrisburg. Are we going to be playing on the same field that are photographed for that league?
No, they're same township, but just down the Carlisle Pike a ways. The fields we play at are it's called Hidden Valley Park.
Okay.
Hidden Creek Park. It's down by obviously the creek, tucked away.
Gorgeous.
And two small soccer fields. We have 4 kickball fields, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the other fields we're playing on are out towards Carlisle, a little further out from Harrisburg, and it's a 103-acre park. Tons of softball fields, 2 full football fields, 2 full soccer fields. Those are what we're going to be playing on. Probably 3 of the 4. So we'll have two kickball fields on each one of those 3 fields. Concession stands right there, bathrooms, the main headquarter tent, parking's right behind that. So it's going to be nice to have everything within eye shot.
Awesome, man.
It's going to be great. Yeah, you guys have done a great job. You got 15 teams in your first year. That's phenomenal, so props to you. Anybody who's never been to Harrisburg, the welcome packet will be coming out on Monday or so. We'll have all the details that Jason had mentioned. You've got some quality teams coming to this event.
Yeah, definitely. We're pumped to have the depth that we have, and I think we have a ton of teams that could really make a stink.
Yeah, I mean, just looking through the list, Blood, Sweat, and Beers, a DC team, likely going to be a circuit team, quality team. First time on the tour last year in DC, they surprised a lot of people.
Have they played since then?
They play local leagues, and they are actually probably going to be scrimmage a couple circuit teams between now and Saturday. So they should be ready to roll.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah, Deja Vu, another DC team. Those guys are good. Looking forward to them making their first appearance on the tour. They'll be rocking it. Boston Massacre, the availables team from Boston. I'm thrilled they're coming down. It'll be a lot of fun. And then obviously Foot Snipers. Everybody's wanting to get a piece of the Foot Snipers after they surprised and shocked the world by beating the Meatballs in pool play a couple weeks ago in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
I can't remember the last time I've heard of Meatballs losing pool play.
Yeah.
I think we figured it out. It was like 2009 in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, they lost the situation in Virginia Beach and then won that tournament.
Yeah. They still won it.
Meatballs have a full roster there?
Yeah.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, they were the Meatballs. I mean, they turned it on after that game. But Foot Snipers, solid team. They will be missing a couple folks they had in Jacksonville. A lot of those guys are on panic, so they're no longer going to be playing with the snipers, but they're still going to be a good team.
It explains a lot of things.
Yeah, that explains.
Yeah, a few help, but I mean they know how to play the game, so it'll be
Yeah,
good
man,
to see.
those guys have been around forever. But everyone that's on that team are veterans. The
Part
team
of,
I want to know about is Lights Out, man. You guys have had some solid performances in the last couple of circuit tournaments. You now got home field advantage. You're gonna have all your studs there. What can we expect?
It's definitely our best roster we've put together yet.
Good to hear.
One surprise I'll let everyone know. We have an ex-MLS champion playing on our team.
All right. Has he played
So-
kickball before?
Yes, he's played kickball before.
Right.
Yes, for a few years.
For a few years now. So
Note to self: let's walk him every time.
yeah,
I ain't afraid.
we've got a
We'll
deep
see.
roster.
I believe when I see
the
it.
past in Austin and Florida, I mean, we played good pool play, but we just kind of ran out of steam or just didn't have the results that we wanted to towards the end of the day. So I think we're learning, and this might be the tournament we finally make a deep run.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys got all the pieces. Are you making any kind of strategic changes, like, you know, based on what you've learned in your past circuit tournaments? Like any mistakes that you made that you're gonna try to avoid going forward?
I think the biggest thing that we struggled with in the past is we didn't play overhand pitch or a style of play that allowed guys to bunt. But you know, we've been going to these tournaments for a few years. But I think the biggest thing is since the Circuit League started here in Harrisburg, all of the players on our team have been playing this kind of kickball for a couple months now.
Right.
You know, every single week. So that makes a big difference.
Yeah, but strategically, we're not going with 8-4 anymore. So that's huge.
Yeah.
How many are you guys gonna have on your roster for this event?
What's that?
19.
How many?
19.
That's
We'll
heavy.
probably kick like 12 guys, 4 girls. Definitely deeper kicking roster than we've done in the past.
It's a lot easier to recruit, you know, for the team when you don't have to travel to Florida or something.
So we were talking about, you know, Lights Out. Obviously, we're looking forward to you guys making a good showing at your home tournament. There's a lot of teams that we didn't get through, and we'll kind of breeze through. Lock It Up. The recent, you know, loss of a few of their main girls should be rolling not too deep, but I think they'll have enough to get through playoffs, or at least pretty deep in the playoffs. Mo Tussin, a DC team, a circuit team, probably not rolling with the full squad, but we'll see how well they do.
Come on, man.
Obviously,
they never have a full squad. It's not, Mo Tussin's always ragtag, injuries, people can't show up, weddings, bailing at the last second.
I'm working with Mark. We got a couple teams from DC that kind of need a player here or there, so we got some availables that are going to jump on. So
Hopefully, Mo Tussin will have a full squad in DC.
yeah,
Yeah.
we hope so.
Come on, Jelly Dog. Pull it together, man.
And this just in, Adrock is home. He would like to know if we're still going. Just for everybody to know.
Adrock, late again.
Adrock
This is
was
2
still
episodes
going.
in a row.
He's too busy playing kickball up in Brooklyn or down in Brooklyn, wherever he lives. But also, we got to talk about probably the #1 seed going into this tournament, the New York Showerhammers.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say it's with Showerhammer and an OSC player. It's
Tough.
1A and 1B right there for this tournament.
I don't know, man. I mean, we're ready. We've been practicing. Like, you know, we'll have good personnel there. I don't know what to say. We're gonna do our best. Try to win.
I want to know where you get your elbow and knee pads.
Dude, I used to get shredded, especially when we played on turf. I would slide, and for some reason, like, I don't know, I got long arms and legs, or I just have poor technique or something. But whenever I would slide, my forearms here would be all torn up, and my knees would just be hammered.
I remember the yacht party in DC, and was it 09? We played on the Potomac.
Yeah.
Yep.
Peaked, and I was like, both elbows, both knees were just shredded.
Oh,
Well,
dude,
get
it's
ready
the
for
worst.
it this year. You're going to have turf galore.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. You can get sick. Like, if you tear up your legs, like, sliding, especially on turf, it's dirty, man. You at least got to wear something over your the calf that you slide on when you slide feet first, because that gets destroyed.
I have a bad habit of sliding head first, though. So
Yeah, me too.
So Speaking of fields, grass going to be cut? We going to be good to go? Or folks watching this are probably going to the tournament and are going to ask the same question on the boards. What's the length of the grass, or are we playing on dirt?
You were up at the fields for the first week. They're different fields, but the grass, that grass has been cut a lot shorter. There was a big soccer tournament last week, and they cut real close. So I was actually there with the lights for that prom night, picking them up and talk to the grounds crew. So I'm going to try and get together with them tomorrow or the next day and see what we can do for Thursday, Friday, lowering the deck a little bit.
Are they going to let you paint it? Like, can you paint lines?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. I'm going to paint. They had soccer fields out there, but they didn't have a lot of paint on them. And the football fields that we're going to be using don't have any paint. So I got a line painter. We're going to do the encroachment line. And one of the things we've been doing in the leagues, which is going to make it a lot easier for the ref, is the line that goes the kicking box when you connect it to the fair and foul line. So ball spot, they put a little mark there, so both the kicker and the ref know the angle of their bunt to keep it in.
Oh, that's
nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, that little hash has become pretty popular when folks have the permission from the park to actually mark that, so that'd be great. But wrapping up, let's make sure we cover everybody. OSC, obviously, T from DC. Adrock is ready to perform. He is texting me constantly right now instead of getting on the Hangout. What's up, Adrock?
Adrock, just turn on the computer.
Peninsula Pounders didn't make it out of pool play down in Jacksonville. Surprised a couple folks. They might be looking to make a name for themselves again at this event. Rockstar Lifestyle, DC team, captained by Holland and his buddies. They should be good. Hopefully they make it out of pool play. And then another team I want to make sure everybody's aware of and is afraid of is Shockwave. This team from DC, they play down at Recess. They were one of the teams that were going to do the Circuit League in DC. They've been scrimmaging against other circuit teams. These guys are going to be good. Watch out. They're fast. They got a good pitcher and an amazing charger. So
they beat Fully Loaded in SFA, right?
They were super nice, too, in Florida. We didn't play them, but they were the one team on our pool that we didn't have to play because we had 6 teams.
Yeah.
They were super nice. I talked to them before they played Fully Loaded, and I gave them some advice. And they ended up winning that game. So I'm taking partial credit for
yeah, a lot of the DC teams have been picking up the game, just like up in Harrisburg. You guys used to play kickball leagues of Harrisburg or Pennsylvania, and once you see the game and start to actually play the rules and play with a different technique, you can get a lot better if you have a chance to practice. So these guys have been doing well.
Yo, so I want to hear a little bit about your league, man. You guys have a cool circuit league going. How's that been? Fun? You getting a lot of interest from local people?
And
you got to talk about prom night.
Yeah, I want to hear all about it.
It's been a blast, man. We have 16 teams, like 265 people. I was working with admin for a couple months, and we launched it, I guess, publicly back in mid-January, and I guess shit kind of hit the fan. Everybody was like, "What's going on?" So I guess it was like 2 or 3 months of having any idea there was a different league. I guess we did a good job getting almost 300 people involved. So
you did a damn good job.
It's been a blast. There's 6 competitive teams. I'd say only 4 of them are truly competitive. The other 2 we just kind of picked up on. And it's my team and Jason's team. We're 1 and 2 right now. So we have a playoff start next week. So we're excited.
Dude, that's awesome.
Beat us with Kyle.
Yeah, we're the only team that beat them, and we lost to them.
We only had 9 people though, so.
And you've got some trophies, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're playing for.
These probably look a little familiar.
Nice.
Yeah, they're the social league and the circuit league. We're gonna have a trophy. We're probably gonna pass them around each season.
Clean them up.
But
That's awesome.
the season we been having a blast. We start our playoffs on Thursday. Prom night was not last week, the week before Memorial Day, and it was a blast, man. We had some circuit teams, played some social teams, and some of the better social teams wanted to, step up and see what it was like, play a little different roles. We had a team come from the other league that
That's awesome.
They came over for the night. They played a game in their league, and they came over. I got lights for the night, and we played till 9:30 or so.
Did people dress up?
Yeah,
Yes. Girls wore dresses to play kickball. None of the competitive teams did that, but or social teams did
It was
for
a
sure.
blast. Yeah, there was a girl who had a crown on and a couple corsages, and so it was a good time.
Dude, that is sweet. It sounds like you guys have an awesome scene down there. I'm really excited about next weekend.
Yeah, and the social or the sponsor bar we have is Aruga's, which you guys will see their logo all over for they're sponsoring the tournament too, along with Bud Light. And the meet and greet on Friday night is going to be at our downtown sponsor bar, Aruga's. Going to have some specials going on there. They have a lot of good deals, cheap $5 pitchers of Segura vodka, which is Aruga's spelled backwards. So,
They're
and then
crafty like that.
Saturday we're gonna have the after party at an Irish bar right up the street from Aruga's. We have the whole second floor, basically just for us. We're gonna have flip cup set up, beer pong. We're gonna have. It's also gonna be the end of season party for the league. So I thought it'd be a good idea to combine, all the teams coming in from out of town. So could be a little crowded if everybody shows up. It'd be like 600 people.
Be a good recruitment party
that's
for
excellent.
all the teams that didn't sign up.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There are
Well,
people in other cities playing this game. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we're trying to get a lot of people just to at least come out to the after party or the end of season party, meet some people from out of town. So we'll see how it goes. And then Sunday Fun Day, we have something available at Aruga's again. So nice beard.
I tend to get distracted with the Google effects.
Dude, that sounds awesome. I'm really stoked. Hey, I got one more question for you about Sunday Fun Day. If the weather's right, is there a water park anywhere near Harrisburg?
Hershey Park, man.
Hershey
Ever
Park.
heard
Is
of
that
Hershey
good?
Park?
We were looking at that. Is the water park at Hershey Park any good?
It's decent. It's not great. The best water park. Are you guys driving in from New York?
Yeah, we're driving.
Okay, it's kind of on your way back, I guess. It's in Dorney Park. It's
Allentown.
It's in Allentown, PA.
Okay.
Which is towards the blue. That has a really good water park. I definitely-
Oh, excellent. All right, cool. We're going to check that
We're
out.
on the way from New York to Harrisburg. So
That's
That's
awesome.
great, man. I love Pennsylvania. We try to get down there and hang out every once in a while. We went to we did like a race in Jim Thorpe last year and like did some whitewater rafting and stuff. There's just tons of fun stuff to do around there.
yeah, that's only a little over an hour from us.
Cool.
So Poconos are a blast. So we got a good location. We're a couple hours from Pittsburgh, a couple hours from
Philly,
DC.
Baltimore.
Baltimore and Philly are pretty close, hour and a half.
So, guys, we're going to ask you two questions relating to the tournament, one being the Final Four and the second being what team do you think is going to be the biggest surprise. So we'll start going left to right. We'll start with Kyle. Give me your Final Four predictions for the Pennsylvania Kickball Classic.
Definitely OSC and the Shower Hammers. I'm going to put us in there too, just because we have to.
Nice.
And four is also my surprise. I'm going to put Shockwave in there. I think they're going to run. How about
All
you?
right, Jason, you got your cheat sheet?
I do.
Doesn't even know who's coming.
What's going on here?
He writes everything down, trust me.
Old man.
Like a man with his shit together. Organized.
It's his 38th birthday today, so.
No shit.
Hey,
happy birthday,
man.
Memory's slipping a little bit.
There's an 11-year difference between the two of us. I'm good. It's killing our average age.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty close with Kyle's predictions. I'd like to see Lock It Up, see where they're at. I mean, we didn't really get to see them play in Florida, but, kind of judging the teams they played, that we played, they're always a top team. So, but definitely OSC, Shower Hammers. I think we're going to surprise some people. If we don't, we might not make it to DC.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I think we're going to be very deep. We have a ton of talent. So we'll see what happens. We don't like to talk too much.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Shockwave. I was impressed with them down in Florida. We had no clue who they were. We're like, man, why did we get them? We don't know anything about them. And then we're like, thank God. So yeah, definitely looking to see Shockwave do well. But a lot of these other teams, we're not sure. The Running Rebels. I mean, we've seen Deja Vu and J. Crew play. The Foot Snipers, definitely beating the Meatballs is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I asked April if they were going to sign up or they just quit since they beat the Meatballs.
They're done.
I'm out. Later. So, yeah, I would say Shockwave or lock it up. All right.
And then, Jeff, what do you got?
I think the obvious two are OSC and Shower Hammers. I really think that Lights Out has a really good shot of going Final Four as well. And then I think Lock It Up is the other team that comes in the Final Four. As far as the biggest surprise, I would be inclined to say Shockwave or Foot Snipers, but I think people know about those teams now. So I don't think they're going to really sneak up on anybody. But I think Boston Available's team might sneak up on some people. It's a really tough team to play. I would almost pick Shockwave to possibly make the Final Four, but I think there's some other teams that just have more experience once you get to that elimination part of the tournament, kind of vault them into the Final Four.
Lebco Legends, we don't know a lot about them.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, they're a Pennsylvania team, correct?
Well, sort of. Lebco is Lebanon County, which is
Close by.
We have a lot of guys in our league team, Jeff and I's league team, that are from Lebanon. So when we saw them down in D.C. last year, when we were Chuckle, I think we won by a run. It was a real tight.
They play in Baltimore, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Baltimore.
They got good athletes. They played soccer. They're fast. So they're a good team.
Good to know.
Yeah. Looking down the list, it's like, there's
no easy out.
There's no radio teams, like DC.
Well, Oakley, what do you got? Obviously, I think you've got the Shower Hammers winning. And the last time you predicted a win, you won.
Yeah.
So that's going well for you.
I mean, we're gonna do our best to win. I don't know. I like our chances. We'll see what happens. You never know how the ball's gonna bounce. I think OSC is too good not to make the Final Four, but you never know. Either of our teams could definitely slip up in the earlier rounds, but I would have to be safe and pick those two. I like Lights Out's odds of making the Final Four. You guys, this is your home tournament. You've definitely, it looks like you've taken a step forward every tournament you played in. I think if you just stay loose, have a good time, don't get frustrated when things go wrong, you guys are gonna go far. And I'm gonna be a homer, man, and pick Lock It Up for that other Final Four spot. I think they've been struggling with some personnel issues lately, but I think when it comes down to it, those guys can play kickball. They've made some solid additions, filled in those holes, so I think they'll make the Final Four as well.
Yeah, I think it's obvious. I'll agree. I mean, despite a very deep field, Adrock says he's out, by the way. His computer has died. Despite a very deep field, OSC, Shower Hammers definitely 1-2. If everything works out, they'll probably see each other in the finals. So looking forward to it.
Things never work
I won't
out.
make a prediction of the winner, but I'm pretty sure we're going to win. And then we've got Shockwave should definitely make it to the Final Four. Lock It Up. I don't know what to think. No offense, Shane and company, but you lost a bunch of people. I'm looking forward to see you guys make a statement. Blood, Sweat, and Beers might surprise a couple people. And then also Boston Massacre. But I don't know, that fourth spot, I would throw in my surprise with making it BSB surprise a lot of people. As long as Josh, their main pitcher, can get some breaks throughout pool play, then they'll be in.
All right.
And know the game, that's for sure.
Very good. When are we going to hear about pools?
Friday night, 8:30 at the Rugas.
So right now, all captains have gotten an email that says, please vote for your top 8. We'll take the top 8 so we get our starting seeds and fill out the rest of the starting seeds. We do this because it's one of the tiebreakers. But then we're going to apply regional protection. We've got a lot of teams coming from similar regions, and obviously folks don't want to drive 3 hours to see the same person they see every week. So we'll take the starting seeds and apply regional, and then Friday night, 8:30, you'll get your pools.
Excellent. Hey, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is a ton of fun. Really looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah, we're a couple other things. The belt, we didn't really talk about that. I wish we had it with us.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the belt.
As we were playing for, if you didn't see it on the boards, Jeff's buddy's getting it made. It's a WWE style belt that we're playing for.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Jeff and I had this idea a few months back, and so we're hopefully it'll be here Thursday or when is it?
It'll be here on Friday for us. She promised me. They're a company in Pennsylvania. They're in Pittsburgh, so she's gonna mail it this week, and she guaranteed me it'll be here. It's not a big deal because it's only a few hours away where the belt's being made anyway.
Awesome. Can't wait to see it at the meet and greet then.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
See you on Friday.
Buddy.
Hey, that's a great idea. Good on you guys for making that happen. That's sweet.
We're hoping it was made in PA. We're hoping it stays there.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Well, guys, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. And looking forward to seeing you on this coming weekend.
Yep.
Awesome,
Sounds
guys.
good.
Thanks, guys.
See you on Friday.
Yep.
All right. See you guys.